Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy, MidPokeMaster here, and today we're going to be doing the Week 2 battle for APA Academy. So this week we are battling Steven Thurston and his Hartford Wailmers. He is currently 1-1 like us after our crazy defeat against Phantombass. Yes, it's Phantombass, not Phantombass. Last week, I believe it was a 4-0. Yes, 4-0 win. So, let's see if we can keep on this grind after we destroyed week 1. So, let's get this video to 10 likes. So, this week's question of the day is, what is your favorite fossil Pokemon? Let me see who it was again. I asked in the regular APA Showdown Discord, because I couldn't think of like a good question of the day. So, let me see who helped me come up with it. Well, really, they came up with it. I just stole it. It was Blendman. Yep, so thank you, Blendman, for the question of the day. I'm terrible at these, but helps out with the, they just help out with me talking to my viewers and stuff like that, even though most of you are just my friends that just watch my videos to make me feel better about myself. So, anyways, he has a very stallish type team. Not truly stall, but like bulky offense. His team consists of a Mega Diancie, Zapdos, Necrozma, Suicune, Nidoking, Chestnut, Incineroar, Blissey, Noivern, Cryogonal, and Tokenomaru. No Z move captains because it's still a free Z policy. So, yeah. So as you can see, he brought his Mega Diancie, Incineroar, Nidoking, Necrozma, Zapdos, and Suicune. So, as you can tell, Lycanroc just cleans against this team. With an SD Stone Edge, Drove Run, Zen Headbutt, with a Lycaninium Z, this set will just destroy his team. As long as he has no... I really expect Nidoking to be a choice scarf because otherwise, I outspeed everything on his team and speed tire with Mega Diancie, but I can just Drove Run that and kill it. Maybe if he's like a minus defense nature, I think I have a chance to kill it before I'm at +2. But once I get to +2, I just kill everything pretty easily. So I need to get Necrozma under 50 to kill with Stone Edge, and Suicune under 50 to kill with Stone Edge. But if I can only get one of those under 50, then I just Lycanroc Z. So yeah. Next is I have my Choice Scarf Hydreigon with enough speed for Nidoking. With Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Superpower, Flash Cannon, it hits his entire team with super effective coverage. Outside of Zapdos, but Zapdos doesn't want to take repeated hits because then it'll just have to roost up and eventually I'll be able to stall it out. And if I go for Dark Pulse, I can eventually get some flinches and kill it. Next is what is my Cofagrigus with leftovers. Max specially defensive with Hex, HP Steel, Toxic Spikes, and Pain Split. I know he has a Nidoking right there, and I knew it was coming from Team Preview. But if I could get that thing out of the way early on, I knew T-Spikes were going to be doing a lot of damage against his team. Next is an Assault Vest Victini with enough speed for Nidoking with V-Create, Bolt Strike, Zen Headbutt, and Brick Break. Next is a Lopunny with enough speed for... what was it again? It was that stupidly fast dragon. Noivern. With Power Punch Return, Drain Punch Facade. Because I know he's going to try to go for Skull Burns with his, what's it called, Suicune. Or if he gets like a static pair on me with his Zapdos. Or if he gets Toxic Spikes up on his own, Facade will hit extremely hard. And next is I have a Shuka Berry Nidoqueen with enough speed for like no speed Nidoking. Max HP than the rest into special attack with Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Thunderbolt, and Sludge Wave. So let's get into this battle. And we actually had no disconnects, so I'm 2 for 2 for no disconnects in APA. Unlike IBO, where it's like every battle I've had a disconnect. So I'll lead off with my Nidoqueen as he leads off with his Diancie. And I was thinking he probably predicts me to switch out knowing that he's going to have Earth Power. But I'm just going to stay in and go for Earth Power because I want to kill this thing. I think I'm just gonna go for Earth Power. As he goes for sub, and I'm thinking he's sub Endeavor because this thing really does work against this team. So he goes for substitute, and I'm thinking sub Endeavor. He has to be sub Endeavor set. So he goes down to like 75, 76%. But here he switches, which shows me he might not be it, or he thinks I'm going to switch. As he goes out into Necrozma. So he goes for Sludge Wave. Actually, I go for Sludge Wave, I mean. And that's around like 60, well not 60%. It goes down to around 40%. So he went down to 60, now with the leftovers up, he goes to 66. So here I switch on to my Cofagrigus, thinking he's going to go for Stealth Rocks. As he goes for Moonlight, so basically he just got a free turn to heal, which wasn't a big deal. Because that would have happened either way. So here he goes for Calm Mind, as I believe I go for a Hex, and I'm just thinking, I don't think I have a way to break this outside of Victini. But I predicted the Mega Diancie to come in on a Shadow Ball, or on a Toxic, so that did like virtually nothing. So here I switch out into my, what's this thing's face called? I can't think of what it's called. Hydreigon into this Necrozma, because in case he set up another Calm Mind or went for Photon Geyser. So I just go for Dark Pulse here, just to get some damage off on it. I get the flinch was good. I needed like one more than like a crazy high roll. So I go for another one. As she goes for Moonlight. And here, so now she's back to around like 95%, close to that. So I know she's just going to Moonlight here, knowing I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse. So I switch out into Lycanroc Dusk, as she goes for another Calm Mind. And this thing's, so I'm going to go for Z Stone Edge, just so I can get it below 50%. Because I knew there was no way she was going to go for, what's its face? A Moonlight here. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit this part out. Or make it backwards. I'm going to see if I can make this backwards. So this thing's named Sally because John Jr.'s dog's name is Sally. And he told me to name it Sally, so I did it. So here comes the Splinter Storm Shatters. And it's just going to hit this thing's face. I don't know if D-Train or DF people watch this, but D-Train, I hope you know that this gets rid of grassy terrain. This move gets rid of all terrains. So Hydreigon, so Hawlucha can't get the grassy terrain boost. So P goes for Photon Geyser here, in case I try to set up. So there goes my Lycandoggo. So this thing's back to around 40%. So here I go into Victini, and I believe I just go for the V-Create. Yeah, because nothing else could kill. As he goes into Ravioli, which is his Zapdos. So I go for the V-Create. And I'm just going to bop that face in. Do a crap ton. Lower my defenses, my speed. As I take Rocky Helmet, which is not good. So I switch back out into my Nidoqueen. As he roost. And here, I mess up. I messed up big. He hard switches into his Mega Diancie as I click Stealth Rocks. So Stealth Rocks are on my side of the field now. I just set Stealth Rocks up on my own side. I really did not think he would switch in his own Mega Diancie, and when I have Sledge Wave right there, I could have clicked. Like, that's crazy. I had that right there, I could have clicked and killed this thing. So he goes for Earth Power of his own. And it still does a crazy chunk through the Shika. So it weakens that damage. And I go for Sludge Wave. And this Mega Diancie is dead. So Nidoking gets the first kill for this side. So where is Diancie? Okay, here it is. So here he brings in his own Nidoking as I switch out because I had no reason to stay in now that my Shika was gone. I can try to set up Stealth Rocks on the what's-its-face, Zapdos later, or the Incineroar. But here he sets up a substitute, and I'm thinking, that's not what I expected at all. He's sub-Black Sludge, so thankfully he's not Life Orb, so I can take some hits better now. He goes for Earth Power. Still does a lot, but I can take these hits a lot better. Hex, depending on the set, could always break the sub. So that was really good for me. So he's just going to keep getting this Black Sludge recovery up, and I'm going to keep getting my leftovers up. There was nothing for stopping this from going on. So here, he switches in to his Incineroar, wishing I had my Stealth Rocks up. I go for Hex here. That does a good 2 damage. So I'm getting my health back up. He's smart. He knows I'm not going to stay in because knockoff just kills me. So I go into my Nidoking as he goes for a U-turn, which was extremely obvious. In my head I was thinking, I just want to get Stealth Rocks up. I want to whittle down this Zapdos, and I want to whittle down Incineroar. But here he brings back in his Nidoking. And in my head I was thinking, I can't let him get up another sub. So I'm just going to stay in. But he knows I'm not going to let him. So he just kills my Nidoking. So bye-bye Elizabeth. So this battle's not looking very good for either of us. So here I go into my big girl. A Mega Lopunny. So I know he's not going to stay in. So I go for a power-up punch here, I believe. Yes, I do. If I would have gone for 2 returns, I could have killed this thing, but, you know, I wanted to go ballsy for some reason. So, sorry if you hear the garage, my dad just got home. So I go for power-up punch. I get the attack raise, no static, take the Rocky Helmet. Here, I go for the return, and as you can see, he lives. He gets the static. And he goes for the roost because he knew he was going to live. Unfortunately. But if I would have just went for like 2 roosts or something, I'm at 2 like returns, I would have killed. So he goes for roost here, thinking that he can just kill me, like stall me out. I go for the big paralyzed, which really sucked. So here he goes for the Thunderbolt. I'm thinking, can I please live this? Can I please live this? And I do. I get the facade off. Look, it's dead. Nope. It's not. So there goes Lola. Where's that on here? There it goes. So I go Hydreigon just because, why not? I have nothing else I can do. So he brings out his Incineroar again. Because he knew he could take any hit. So I just go for Dragon Pulse because that hit everything extremely hard. Honestly, I should have gone Victini, but, you know, misplays. So I'm just going to keep spamming Dragon Pulse because in my head, I'm thinking he can only U-turn for damage. But he reveals Drain Punch, and I'm thinking, I did not know my boy Incineroar had Drain Punch. Since when does this boy have Drain Punch? So I switched this thing out just because this thing can get some good damage on some stuff later. So I'm just going to sack off this, my whatever this thing's called. But he knew U-turn would kill, so he just goes for that. So, very unfortunate, my dudes. Very unfortunate. So here, he goes his Suicune. And I'm just thinking this is GG. Because how can I break a Calm Mind substitute? Just a Calm Mind Suicune. But you know what he does? He goes for Substitute. As I go for Pain Split. I'm thinking, if he goes for Calm Mind, maybe I can force him to rest early if I go for Pain Split. But, you know, I can't do that if he's behind a sub. Because I didn't know Pain Split doesn't go through subs for some reason. So, I was going to go out into Hydreigon. Because I didn't want it to be a setup thing. So, he goes for Calm Mind. So, he's sub Calm Mind. He just wants to make me cry. Like, I'm about to cry right here, right now. Like, wah. Like, what am I supposed to do this thing? Victini can break it, but it can't live it after Stealth Rocks. So I go for Dark Pulse. I don't even think that can break the sub. Yeah. So, now he's at +2/+2. So this is not going very good at all. So, he'll be back to full after this turn. He'll probably go, I think he goes for another substitute. So, I go for Dark Pulse. Breaks the sub. As he goes for another substitute. Tell me this isn't sad. I'm just gonna cry. So, I go for the Dark Pulse, hoping I have to keep going for Dark Pulse because that's what I'm locked into. So he finally goes for Scalds and just kills me with this thing because there's no way I couldn't kill. I was just gonna die here to that. So I go into Victini, just hopefully with my Assault Vest I can live and I can break the sub. Just hoping that since I'm a little above 50% and I have an Assault Vest I can live. So I go for the Bolt Strike and I'm just gonna go Bazing! And destroy that substitute. Because, you know, Victini's a beast. Get the crit. Crit did not matter at all. He goes for Scald. Yeah, that just one-shots me anyways. So, bye-bye, Victini. And here comes Kofag. He can just straight up kill me here. So, he knows. I don't know why he even went for substitute when he could kill me. So, I went for Pain Split just in case I could live. So, let's just see how this goes. Let's see with these two more turns, one more turn. So, Scald. Let's see how much this does. Yeah, it doesn't kill, but what am I going to do back? This Hex. Woo, mummy. Yeah, that ain't breaking a +2 substitute. Coffee Gigas might be strong, but it ain't strong enough to break a Suicune sub. So then here comes the next Scald. Yeah, there goes my boy King Tut. He's going back down to the grave. So, as you can tell, I lose 5-0. So, after winning pretty convincingly week 1, I lose pretty convincingly week 2. So, I'm now 1-1, -1. So, I just love the ones this season. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.